this little area that I promised I would share. It's kind of a mess. I didn't really organize anything yet, just dusted around the surfaces and my drum-dum. So I have moved around my furniture a little bit so that I can actually sit here facing everything. And maybe I'll keep it like this for a few months because it's very cozy in this little corner this way. So I'm going to show you all these different things. And of course there are always crystals nearby. So we have this beautiful structure here. This is part of a even bigger structure that can produce scalar energy waves. I'll tell you about it someday, but each level has 6 inward-facing pyramids of copper Oh yes, I really like tapping. Okay, here we go. So this is the gathering place of all of my cards. And sometimes it's just in the process of being put away or used, moved around. I've got a lot of cat hairs on some of these pouches, so I guess they have not been respecting me. Cats. There's one set of cards. These are the Crystal Oracle, I think it's called. The box is also here. Yeah, because this one has the different pictures of crystals. Guess who just showed up? Everyone's asleep except a certain cat, a certain gray and white fuzzball. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate the support. Okay, let's get down. No. Come on. Look at her. Oh my goodness. Okay. Next is one of the guidebooks for the Animal Spirit deck, which I've very much been enjoying. All I see is cat hair. Got a little bit there. Let me wipe that off you. This is the runes book I've been using. It's a beginner's book because I'm not too familiar with them, but I do have this little set of runes too. I'll show you. Oh yeah, there. I'm still looking for a pouch that better suits me, I think. I like velvet, but it attracts a lot of cat hair. As you can probably see. I'm not sure. I think I showed these. Actually, most oracle decks that I buy, I do give a lot of, I do check that I like the box as much as I like the cards. Because, you know, they have to be sturdy. I don't always put my cards in bags, just the ones that I am currently working with. And I keep the others in their boxes. But these I've been using a lot, so they happen to be right here. I have 2 decks. One is a tarot deck, which is the Wild Unknown by the same author as the Animal Spirit deck. And I've shown you both of these as well in videos. This is the Wild Unknown Tarot. Oh, that's kind of interesting. What do you make of this? The first time I used this deck, I made a video for you guys. And do you know what the first card was that got pulled? This one. The 3 of Cups. The community. Sharing ideas. And spending time together. That's you and me. Cool. And then the other one that's sticking up is the 3 as well. Looks like it has a little burn on the edge. Must have touched it with some incense. The 3. 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Isn't that inviting? Going into the colorful future. Moving forward to some really beautiful creative energy for us all. Yeah. Okay. This might be a long video, but I'm going to go ahead and put these cards back. This shows all the different symbols for earth, water, air, fire, and spirit that are on these cards. And the inside of the box says, can you read it? This light is weird. There we go. 2 feet, 4 feet, scales or hide. May our minds stay open and our wings span wide. Alright. There's one more card. A few more cards. In the wrong pile. There we go. So I'm going to put the Animal Spirit cards in the box. There. Oh, we'll find the box for this pretty soon. This is another deck. It has a rather large box, so I think that's in with my box. Yes. These are very interesting. Sacred geometry. Get the box for that, and then here we have the Celtic Tree Oracle, a divination system. wasn't finding a lot of information about them, so I wanted to just gather up what I could find and put it together and study it a little bit. Not really study it, I like to absorb it. And then I have a book, a map. Oh yeah. The old Thomas Brothers map. I don't even know why I have this. Oh, it must be for hikes or something. No, it's just a map. Los Angeles and Ventura counties fold out a map. I don't know why that's there. And I have a very dusty cloth that can be used for readings. So you put cards in the locations depending on which kind of reading you're doing. I made a video with this as well. I don't use a cloth very often, but I like this one. You could get black with white on it, or white with black on it. And here's one of my favorite cards. Can you guess why? Good vibes, good vibes. This moves all around the house. Sometimes it's like this. So it just reminds me about good vibes. And sometimes it's like this. Yeah. But I always keep that around. And can't be very far from my Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. I always have lots of bookmarks. And lately I've been going through and sort of starting fresh, but yeah, this one still has some bookmarks. A lot of bookmarks in the front, which are basically scraps of paper. I like to look up lots of different ones and see how they work together, kind of get a feeling for the energies from the descriptions. So that's one. Here's another one. I can tell this has been around. Definitely. Robert Simmons, Pocket Book of Stones. And it's actually signed by him. Have fun, Robert Simmons. Very special. So, there aren't any books that have every crystal in it or identify them the same way, so I like to refer to lots of different ones and kind of see where the overlap is. This one's a good one. And it's handy, small. I have lots of books on crystals, so you'll see some more over here too. And this goes with the spirit cloth. Shows you the different readings that you can do. Different spreads. The 3 gems. And there's the key to all the different marks that are on the cloth. Okay, look, and we're not even making a dent in this yet. There's so much more over here. Well, there are lots of cards. I've shown many of them, and I've used them all. But if you want to see a video with just all cards, you can let me know. And I can take my time with each and every box. I thought I This one was such a favorite for so long. I still really love it and use it a lot. The Wild Unknown Tarot. This book is getting well used and worn. And I love the box set. I got the whole thing, so these are the cards that go in the box that's inside the box. I'll do that later. Okay, and the last box from cards. The first deck that I showed you in the pouch, that was the Crystal Wisdom Oracle. And it's by Judy Hall. And this is the box. Beautifully illustrated with superb crystal photographs that radiate the very essence of the stones. This crystal oracle deck is designed to help guide you on your life path. Very nice deck. And that is it for cards. And that is not even all of the cards, because some of them are in the other part of the house. Okay, so let's see, the sun is moving. So maybe we can turn this way and brighten up a little bit. How's that? How's that? That's a little better. And then my other passion, hiking, very old book, San Bernardino Mountain Trails. here we have some essential oil stuff. So here is emotions and essential oils. I really find that working on the level of the emotions before things become a physical issue is a great way to become way more intuitive and connected to yourself. And I use this book extensively to start formulating my own combinations. I have a lot of notes. And looking up the different connections to emotions with these, with the various oils and their components. It really helps when I'm making combinations. This is a really great resource. And a little more scientific and in-depth is The Essential Guide to Aromatherapy and Vibrational Healing. This one has a lot of bookmarks in it too. And I know a lot of this information I could access online, but there's something nice about having a book, putting your energy into it, making notes, and just having something physical to sit with as you're using the oils too. And just see whether there's a correlation. Black pepper, black pepper, black pepper. It is made by steam distillation. It helps to align crown, third eye, and root chakra. And its element is air. There are affirmations, flower essences, complementary stones, chemical components, spiritual uses, mental uses, emotional uses, physical uses, therapeutic properties, divine guidance, and any safety information. So much to learn and read, and I keep piling things on top of other things, so I forget that they're there. So this one's going to stay towards the top as well. And this one takes discipline, which I don't really have a lot of right now. This is the #1 handbook of subtle energy therapies, vibrational medicine. I'm very glad to have this book, and I hope to have the energy to get through it. But it's awesome just to know that there are people in the world providing this information, changing the way people think about healing and, the domain of mind and spirit, as it says here. Cutting edge. It's called a veritable encyclopedia of new and old healing practices, in which concepts of energy form the basis for diagnosis and or treatment. Provides enough solid evidence and provocative insights to be of interest to both advocates and skeptics of unconventional medicine. Yeah. I've started bookmarking spots of interest. It is a heavy-duty textbook. Beautiful. I really do need to read more. It's crazy. Everything becomes the top of frequency I have picked up and put down many, many times because it's very intense and amazing information. It's called the Antakarana, Celestial Fullness. It kind of puts together all the information from his first books. This has to do with new encoding patterns that he has come through during a lot of meditation and a lot of inner work. How the points on the body combine. For example, here's a diagram with the various points, and you can see as you put them into the body in a certain pattern, it creates sacred geometry, which shifts energy. It's very interesting. Anyway, I have all the patterns and I have all the information, and I learned how to work with crystal energy on these points. And one of these days, I want to get like a doll or model, I don't know what they call them, with the acupuncture points on them, and I can show you, I can do some demonstrations with crystal points and sound energy. Some more class notes. The 7 levels of consciousness. This is what I really love about him. Abby loves him too. This is his clarion call to all advanced energy healers. In the deep recesses of your memory, you will recall that you agreed to be a part of the advance guard to hold the light as humanity and the earth makes this transition to a higher frequency and higher vibrational consciousness. Reinforce your own inner light and the light grids of your clientele, family, and loved ones. The gathering of the individual higher consciousness frequencies of the advanced energy healers at Dr. Zenki's workshops will collectively, exponentially strengthen the geometric consciousness grids for the surrounding areas, while simultaneously projecting a higher frequency consciousness throughout the connecting grids around the earth and beyond. By attending this workshop, you will be keeping the commitment you made before you incarnated this time to hold and strengthen the planetary axiotonal grids for humanity and the earth during this very important time frame. You have been preparing your whole lifetime to be at this level of consciousness at this precise time. My job is just to remind you what you already know. Remember, you are all grid workers. The light that you will collectively build during these workshops will be with you when you return to your homes and your own work and your own place of work. You have been summoned. This was from 2012, and the work continues. Very interesting. I really enjoyed learning all of the details of energy, combining science with spirituality has always been my most favorite and exciting thing. And here are different patterns that are suggested to use depending on which chakras have blockage. And here are some patterns based on the tree of life. I have special oils to use on the end of the crystals when I do It's a gold-bearing marble. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's a stone of the night, bringing lucid dreams. Okay. Beautiful book. Then we have a Smithsonian Handbook, Rocks and Minerals, which is always helpful when you find stuff to try and classify what and where it is. There we go. There's fluoride. And it's not metaphysical stuff, it's just biological and chemistry information. It tells you the relative values of things that you find as well. Well, that was an unexpected intermission. One of the bad things about using this camera, well, for the last time, I only have one battery. And when it runs out, as it did, I have to take quite a break. I just placed an order for 2 more, so this will not happen again. But on the good side, it's a lot brighter now. In fact, I'm going to pull this down a little bit. Just a little. So I'm not glowing there. Alright. Well, after that not so smooth transition, let us proceed. I think I was showing you the Smithsonian Handbook of Rocks and Minerals with lots of good information about things that I can find locally, identifying all kinds of different facts. There's tourmaline. It tells you about its formation, where you might find it, tests with acids that, or whether it scratches a certain color. Let's see, specific gravity, the way it fractures. Tourmaline is in the group of silicates, with a hardness of 7 to 7.5. You can see that long formula. That's the composition. So, that's a very cool book. And there's another book about trees. This one's very interesting because it's actually written from the perspective of the trees. Little short stories and chapters about how it is to live as a tree. Yeah. If trees have standing before the law, as many argue, then they might very well also have standing in historical fiction, as Melina Semple Watts demonstrates in this intriguing new novel. Blending environmentalism, magical realism, social history, and arboreal science, Tree challenges readers to regard the natural world with new respect. Hey, I really want to go camping because when I'm sitting under the trees in a campsite and very relaxed with a nice little cup of coffee or something, I like to read. I miss that. What else we got? Modern Essentials. This huge book here. I have shown this one in a video of making blends to use for my hands and for my nails. It's updated recently, so I don't have the absolute latest and greatest, but more than enough information to get you started on which oil might help for your particular situation the origins, the history about the oil. I even have recipes. There's vetiver. Vetiver is a root. And it helps you to sleep. It's very grounding. It's really a strong, strong fragrance. But it has been used in India in perfumes. It's described as a heavy, smoky, earthy fragrance reminiscent of patchouli with lemon-like undertones. Vetiver has been valuable for relieving stress and helping people recover from emotional trauma and shock. As a natural tranquilizer, it may help induce a restful sleep. Yeah. All kinds of good and helpful information. Yeah. One of my 10 favorite books, for sure. Okay. Yeah. I have to put this in the other room because I don't have a DVD player on my laptop. This is Equine Massage and Muscle Therapy by Michael Scott. But not that Mike Scott. Office fans now. Okay. See if it's still in there. Yeah. Great. So I like to do a lot of hands-on with my horses. I like to do stretching. So you'll see in these books, I like to do a massage. I like to do acupressure and stretches and hands-on work. Yeah. I think it helps with bonding between horse and rider, of course. And just really getting to know your horse much better than you would just riding them or grooming them. Here's a book I haven't used in a while, but I do have my ball. Actually, I have 3. I have a small one for abdominal work and a really, really big one. Actually, I think that was the one that broke. And then a medium-sized one like this. Got my favorite stuff marked. This one also comes with a DVD. And now that I've got heat in the house, I can go and set up again in the other room that I was using over the summer. I have a step back there. I have a Reebok slide. Anybody remember those? A couple of free weights and a foam roller and stretchy bands, a couple of exercise balls. And my inversion table. And I have the mini rebounder, but I keep it in this room so that I'm looking at it and tripping over it all the time because it makes me use it more. So, this is really great. Yeah, so I'm definitely in better shape than I was when I got all of these exercise books, so yeah, I intend to keep up with it because it's actually fun. Oh yeah, this is a bag that my sister-in-law gave me, but I love the pattern on it, and I think it would be fun to use with the runes. It looks kind of Celtic, eh? I think I've shown this one before too. I haven't started using it. Alright, here. Getting to the dusty part in the corner. Has anybody seen this one before? Johanna Banger and Thomas Pop. The code, unlocking the ancient power of your birthday. So, I like learning about all kinds of different systems. I have a lot of books in my bookcase on various subjects and techniques. This one was fascinating, absolutely amazing. And everyone is different, but when you start putting your information with other people that you live with or are involved with business or school or just friends, you can start seeing why you're attracted to certain types of people and what you really need in order to feel really balanced and happy. And it's really, like, shockingly amazing. And it tells you what colors you need to increase or which colors you have too much of around you based on what it is that's the best for you. So I would suggest checking this out. It's hard to find. This one actually came from Clermont County Public Library. It ended up in a used bookstore, and I ordered it. So a friend of mine had it, and I thought it was really amazing. So I somewhere have a folder where I've been writing out everybody's codes and telling them about it. So, maybe I could do that in a video. It'd be a little bit tricky to do. Maybe I'll get brave and I'll do a live video sometime, and I'll do cards and the code and a couple of other books that I used to, just for fun, not for fortune telling, just for fun. This is a great book too. I love just picking it up and opening up to anything and just reading, because it's all very interesting. The healing power of plant medicine. I showed this in a video too. Nicole Appelian, she was one of the contestants on Alone. Yeah, the survival show. She's the real deal. She's an amazing, interesting woman. Anyway, this is fantastic because it shows all different types of things that you can make from leaves, stems, roots, bushes, trees, how to identify things that are medicinal and things that can be used for tinctures or, all kinds of kind of lost knowledge. Yeah, it is the last book of herbal remedies. Really interesting. And on the bottom of this long pile, what a great book this is. Improve Your Horse's Well-Being, a step-by-step guide to T-Touch and T-Team training. And this is Linda Tellington Jones, who originated T-Touch for horses, and she's worked in every discipline right up to Olympic level competition and racetracks and endurance. She's been an endurance rider as well. Very, very interesting how she came upon all these different techniques to help establish a horse's well-being, confidence, trust in his team. Plus it has gorgeous photos, the most beautiful cuties. So it teaches all kinds of techniques for helping your horse overcome any difficulties, mental, physical, psychological, to get them to be relaxed around you, to trust your movements and your touch. And I will tell you, it definitely works. There are a few techniques that I learned for crises, such as this one, ear touch, a way of giving a little pull on the ear and a rotation actually helps the horse to release endorphins, which gives them a relief from pain. Natural sedation, mouth work, back lift, doing a tummy lift. These are all very good. Get the horse very confident, getting them to stretch. I taught my horses, well, I haven't taught one of them yet, but she was already very well trained. And we teach them how to feel their whole body, not to have any spots where they feel insecure. Use a body wrap. They do this also with dogs. She does work with dogs too, training. they love to do things that are like games. And then I have acupressure back here, course that I was studying about the different traditional Chinese medicine chi points, or the energy system, the governing vessel. And this really is a good little background to have for any injuries that occur if you're out in the middle of nowhere and your horse is injured or has an issue, starting to colic or whatever. You know what to do to help until you can get somewhere safe. And this book, Stretch Exercises for Your Horse, The Path to Perfect Suppleness. These are really fun to do. I like using the carrot trick, where you get them to lower their head to get the carrot, and then you put it between their front legs, so they have to reach between their legs and stretch their neck. Let's see if I can find some good photos. This is a great one because it does get into the anatomy, and as a biologist, I still really love reading and learning about all that. So, let's see. Okay. Let's see if I can find the carrot stretches. Yeah, my Arabian likes to do all these little leg stretches. She's like a little ballerina. And often when I start stretching her front legs this way, she will do the two-legged downward dog stretch and really sigh and relax. So beautiful. Well, I don't know where this one is with the carrots. I love the pictures in this book. It just looks funny, like they're tickling their horses or playing, but they like to play with the horses. Okay, never mind. I don't know where the carrots are. You have to take my word for it. Now, there's a little acupressure. Equine acupressure. A working manual. This one also has a DVD. I don't know where it is. It's probably over by the DVD player. This one I've been studying. So I'm making my notes about the different positions for acupuncture, or for acupressure. It teaches you the Chinese 5 elements. I should start taking some notes, and then I could do like a little class, just a make-believe, role play, where I show you about the meridians, and I show you on the horse, and put the little dots on their legs so you can see the spots that we're stimulating. Yeah. I love this book. Let's get back to this one too. So many things. This was the one that started it all, because I definitely had my time with Reiki. I did a lot of Reiki work on myself and others. Reiki master and all that. But I really loved it when I could apply it to the animals, because you definitely have a great subject to work on that really needs your connectedness. And at the same time, they won't tell you they feel something that you're doing unless they do. And then the way they tell you is by their body language. So it teaches you to be aware of the subtle changes in your horse and to connect. And it really does work. It's amazing. Hands-on energy therapy for horses and riders. Yes, it's a lot about Reiki. Very nice. Another one of my top 10s. Centered Riding by Sally Swift. a very old lady, but still a magnificent teacher. And a lot of us owe a debt of gratitude, as well as our horses, I'm sure, absolutely love that she has taught us how not to just sit on a horse and be a lump of potatoes, but to work with the horse, to understand the balance. Very, very good book. Teaches us about where weight is on the horse, how to distribute the weight, how to ride so that you're not impeding the horse's natural movement, but rather becoming part of the horse. Teaches you how to breathe properly, how to align your legs, your hips. Imagine that your leg is like a gate hanging down from only the upper hinge. Teaches you how to open up your joints, position yourself properly to your shoulders. I like this picture. She looks like a grumpy old lady. She's showing you to pull straight up on some hair directly from the top of your head above your ears, to remind yourself to straighten all the way through your spine. Yeah. This one and the second one that she wrote about centered riding have been the most important thing that I ever studied in order to be a good rider and to care for my horses. Pilates body. Oh yeah, the other one was Pilates on the ball. This one is on the mat. It's a very good one. It's not really super difficult. I used to do Pilates all the time. Time to get back to it, especially when you're riding a lot. And here is the second. Centered riding 2, further exploration. Yeah. This is a very hefty book. I love getting hardcover books whenever I can. This one's wonderful too. Again, reminding you how to stand. I used to do a lot of these. Working with a partner, and one would be the horse and one would be the rider. So you learn how gently you can give a signal, how much pressure you're using. I love this. Gorgeous pictures too. How do you sit? A lot about body movement, balance, anatomy, all for the behalf of the horse. Center that weight. I love it. And becoming a rhythmic rider. So important. Almost done with the standing up books. This is the companion book that goes with the DVD for equine massage and muscle therapy. He is a nationally certified sports massage therapist. Oh, look at him. He's like, oh yeah, right there. Oh. Definitely horses love massage. So good to be able to help them. So there's a lot about anatomy in here. Basic skeletal anatomy. Oh, and then it talks about a lot of different situations that come up. Illness, injury, where and how to do all these things. Common deep muscles. Some photos about using your body strength, because massaging a horse is no joke, I'll tell you that right now. I had an accident actual equine chiropractor come and work on my horse, and wow, they loved it. But yeah, it's really a lot of work going against some really big muscles like that. Another great book. Oh, this one's really old. This is the first kind of training that I ever really worked on from the beginning up with one of my horses, and it was wonderful for us. Natural horsemanship. Pat Pirelli. He is quite the businessman and has quite a legacy that he's built up in the horse training world, for better or worse, but I always liked everything that he taught. Techniques were solid, and my horses benefited. Okay, I'm back again. This time I filled up the card. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're on this book, which was the Pirelli Natural Horsemanship. The 6 Keys to a Natural Horse-Human Relationship. Attitude, knowledge, tools, techniques, time, and imagination. That's one thing I really liked about natural horsemanship, was the playful aspects of it that I still use when you're out with the horse, instead of doing things just in a boring way. You shake it up a little and try different things. Okay. And the last book on the table. And maybe one of the most curious ones. Have you heard of human design? Abby has. She wants to get into those 2 boxes back there. Human design is another one of these techniques. This one's very, very intricate. The science of differentiation. So it starts with your date of birth and time of birth and location and all that, like astrology would. But it combines so much more. There's aspects of I Ching, chakra system, and a lot of other things. Very, very interesting. And I've only really scratched the surface doing basic chart, basic reading for myself and a few others, but I will tell you it has helped me enormously to understand why I am the way I am. And I could probably do a little bit of an explanation in a video and maybe show you a few things on my chart. And yeah, the 4 main groups, types of human designs, and then some of the real particulars about how you react, why you react, and how you can use this knowledge to make yourself a much stronger person in the world. Very, very interesting. It says, are you ready for the most extraordinary journey of your life? Understand who you are and who you are not. Make decisions correctly as yourself. Navigate successfully through a constantly changing world. Allow your unique life purpose to unfold naturally. Discover the true dynamics of authentic relationship and create an empowering environment for children. Very interesting. Now, snugly tucked away in the corner over here are some very precious things. Not to mention that they're in very cute containers. This box has been around a while. It's been in a few videos. This originally came with tea. A little teapot. And those little blossoming tea balls. That didn't really work very well. But now, it's the holder of all my incense. Palo Santo. Sticks of incense from Peru. And this is powder from the Nagchampa. I do save it and I sprinkle it different places. It still has a lot of clearing properties. Matches. Some Nagchampa cones. Little incense cones. There's another one. And there's some more Nagchampa. A lot left of that. And these are from Lama Chopa. These are handmade in Nepal. Natural Tibetan incense. And a lot of different types of sage, white sage and lavender. I like to change them up once in a while. And some mountain sage and lavender. And a few other brands. Oh, this one's really nice, this rose one. And this one is jasmine. It has the little flower on there. A real dried flower. And juniper berry, which is gone. I have to buy some more of this. I'm going to leave these out so I'll remember. And this one. Reminds me of the 70s in the summertime. It's not Nagchampa, but it's very popular. It's very strong, but delicious. If you have all the windows open, it's just wafting through. That's about it in here. A few more little boxes. precious cards.